My name is Jim White and I'm farming here in southeast Tipperary in the parish of Mullinahone. We're just underneath Leavnamon Mountain here. We supply Mullinahone Co-op with our milk. Myself and my wife and my 4 daughters, and my mother is on the farm here. So we're going into our 3rd breeding season with SenseHub, and we've 200 cows now, 200 collars on them. That's what we purchased 2 years ago. We have a high EBI herd. We put a lot of effort in over the last 10-15 years in breeding, and that's what really made me focus on getting the SenseHub system the way I could continue with the larger herd that we have now with my breeding program. That's gone well for us, and it's so far so good for us with SenseHub. Today when I press my phone, we're probably 3-4 weeks away from breeding, and we have 17 cows on the heat today and they're up high in it. So, you know, I'll be going down through the reports now as we get closer to kicking off at breeding. We'll be checking on the estrus report, we'll be checking on irregular heats, and we'll be identifying those cows. It takes out all the work of the pre-breeding, so everything is ready to go at breeding. Anything that has a problem is sorted out before the breeding to give every chance to get as many as possible in calf to that first service. When I go down through the reports, as I get closer to the breeding season, there'll be reasons why some of them are in an estrus. I'll know that from my notebook as well. So I'll get my group of cows that are in it. They'll all be drafted out on that morning. I'll have John with me then, and we'll go through them, what each story is of each cow, and he'll scan the cows then. And some of them might just need a PG shot, and that's fine. More might be perfect, but they just didn't come into heat yet. This is done before the breeding season, so those cows have every chance, like their comrades, to cycle and come into heat early in the season.
My name is John Hennessy. I work in a mixed practice in Fetherton, County Tipperary, covering around this Cluneen, Mullinahone area. I've been working as a vet in large animal mixed practice for about 20 years. I find SenseHub really useful when farmers contact me and they have a list of cows that flagged up on the system. They'll give me a list of cows to examine. We'll have a look through them, we'll scan them if they need to be scanned. And we generally find that we're identifying cows a bit quicker and a bit earlier that need to be investigated before the breeding season or early in the breeding season. So the SenseHub system gives us a couple of reports which we find very useful. The estrus report helps us to flag some cows that might need to be checked before the breeding season, so they may not have been seen in heat. It'll pull them out for us and we can scan them and examine them. And also the irregular heat report, which tells us that the cow has cycled more than she should have in 30 days, maybe twice or 3 times. And often those cows could be cystic or they could have a problem that needs to be treated. Get a treatment in there faster and get them back calving again within the year.
I don't have to tail paint anymore. Milking can be left to, you know, whoever is milking on the farm doesn't have to know the AI system. SenseHub knows the cows that are in heat. The drafting system drafts them out, and then it's my job to select what cow gets what bull. And so it has changed. It has changed the milking routine completely for the AI season.
Since Jim has installed SenseHub, we found that his performance has maintained. He's managed to keep serving the same amount of cows in the same amount of time, but as the numbers have grown, it's made management much easier, and it's like having another person in the yard that always turns up.